guys, it's me, the nefarious YGZ, and today it's going to be one of those proper old school videos. It's going to be me nefariously sitting here drinking a nice old cup of tea, talking about a couple of vegetable dancing, pro-CCP, nefarious, self-proclaimed China experts. It's going to be a very nefarious one, so stay tuned. Cheers, guys.
So we got Molly dancing with the aunties.
Now, when you think about the average live streamer, the average Wanghong internet celebrity.
Oh right, good one. An internet celebrity who just happens to be a CCP official. Yeah, good one.
The whole village here is a village that has like a huge amount of greenhouses, and they grow a lot of organic vegetables, and this guy sells all the organic vegetables that the village grows live streaming online. Like, it just shows you how, you know, they connect these kind of little remote villages to pretty much the whole of China. You know, they'll be picked up, sold on these live streams, and they'll be dispatched from all over China right from here. You know, I think that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh wow, so cool, Barrett. This is so cool. Hey, is it as cool as the Warrior 64 that you tried to sell everybody on the internet that time? Remember that? That was cool too, right?
Gives you the best graphics on modern television. There's no more RF with a poor quality picture. The latest HDMI signal right into your modern TV.
I can't get my head around it.
I just can't get my head around it. Oh really? You can't get your head around it? Just like you couldn't get your head around the fact that tea comes from China and you had absolutely no idea about that? Good one, Oliver.
Tea is a massive thing here. I didn't really realise that until I came here. Massive thing. The British are known to be tea drinkers, but you would never, ever, ever see someone in the UK of that age even knowing how to set up a live stream. But this guy, he's got all the equipment.
What do you mean you couldn't imagine old people in the UK live streaming? That is such a ridiculous statement. There are plenty of old people in the UK and all around the world who are more than capable of using a computer to live stream. There's some very tech-savvy old people. Take my late granddad, for example. He was extremely good at using the interweb, and he even got himself a VD player. Now, I think that there's a lot of old people out there who know that tea comes from China, so they've already got one up on you, mate, and they're not some naive college dropout who's dancing with vegetables. I'll tell you what the old people of the UK aren't doing. They're not dancing with vegetables for the CCP, right? And even the older Westerners in that building knew better than to dance with those vegetables. If you look at Jayoe, he's on at the side, not dancing with the vegetables. Even your dad wasn't foolish enough to do that. You guys who were dancing with the vegetables, you're just a bunch of naive kids who thought you were having a laugh dancing with vegetables. It looks so ridiculous. Oh, how chur, eh, Jayoe? How chur. So yummy, just eating that cucumber raw. Do you usually eat raw cucumber like that? I don't think so, right? You were just doing it just to kiss this guy's ass.
Gweilo, 你酒量好不好？好。Yeah, I know. But 我的酒量不很好。What time is it?
洋金啤酒，洋金啤酒好。
Beer o'clock, I heard.
什么？
It's beer o'clock.
It's beer o'clock all o'clock.
It's always beer o'clock in here. Come on now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly, somewhere in the world.
Oliver Barrett, you're at it again, being ageist and discriminating against poor old drunk Gweilo. And it's really funny how you made fun of him for being an alcoholic. That shoot looks like it was an early morning shoot, and this guy's already got a beer in his hand. I'm surprised that the CCP want to use this guy as one of their shills, to be honest with you, because this guy is just not a good image at all for anybody, let alone the Chinese government.
That guy is rocking it, isn't he?
He's rocking it.
He really is. It's like...
He's got to be the coolest old Chinese person I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's down with the kids, man. He's down with the kids.
He's rocking it, man. Look at that old guy rock it. He's one of the coolest old Chinese people you've ever seen. What are you implying here? Are you implying here that Chinese old people aren't usually cool? What has his age and his ethnicity got to do with anything? Nothing at all. Why do you have to keep talking about how cool and how great this guy is, even though he's an old man? What has it got to do with anything? Why do you even need to bring this up? Why are you kissing this guy's ass so much?
He knows where it's at. We've been doing this for 18 months. He's been doing this for like 2 weeks and he's got all that.
In this part, it really looks like they are mocking this old guy. Like, it looks like they're not being sincere at all. These guys are they're just terrible actors.
Something you have to learn when you're in China, you're going about and doing things, is always expect the unexpected.
Oh yeah.
Because when we got off the bus, I weren't expecting that.
What do you mean you weren't expecting this to happen? Isn't this an organised trip? Are you guys really just so naive and stupid to not think that these things have been organised for you?
This is where all the organic vegetables are grown. Although it's not the warmest of days, it's pretty warm in here. And they're kind of a bit different to polytunnels we got in the UK. They build a sort of cement and concrete wall at either end, and they've got a framework with the polythene over them. And these are essentially huge, great big greenhouses.
Okay, it's clear as day that just here Barrett has memorised this little spiel that he's putting out. I mean, what is he? Some like horticulturist or something like that? An expert in vegetable growing all of a sudden? This guy's probably never ever been to a farm in the UK and had a look. It's obvious that he's just memorised some little script that they gave him to say, and now he's just winging it. He's winging it. This is what he does all the time on these little trips. It's pathetic.
And what we're growing behind us is they're growing celery in here. And as I said before, this is all organic celery.
Yeah, Barrett is such an expert in vegetable growing. What is he even going on about here? I would like to know.
The amazing thing is about this, it utilises the infrastructure that the Chinese government put in. So they build roads to all these small villages, and the courier companies can get in, and it allows them to be able to distribute this produce literally all over China. You know, maybe 10 years ago they could only sell at local markets because they had, you know, issues with transportation to get it to other areas of China, but now they can literally sell it all over China and potentially all over the world.
Hang on a minute. Why did he just mention the Chinese government? Wasn't it supposed to be that you just randomly met this guy who was selling vegetables online and you were so amazed at it that you thought you'd go and help promote him and do anything to lift this guy up? And now all of a sudden it's the Chinese government that are responsible for this, that are making all of these vegetables grow and feeding the population and alleviating poverty and all of this stuff, this spiel that you're talking about. These guys, they really need to get with the program and tell us exactly what's happening here. Is it the government, or is it some random guy that you met who's selling vegetables and is just really happy doing his vegetable dances every day online to the masses? Come on.
So for some reason they've got a swagway.
It's a Segway. It's pronounced Segway, you idiot.
Someone's got a swagway. Trying to vlog on the swagway. Vlogging on the swagway. Start vlogging on the swagway. They're all happy and fun, these Chinese guys are. Bye bye, bye bye. Bye.
Yeah, of course this old guy and all of the people around are happy, because they just got you to dance with their vegetables, and they're probably all having a good little giggle and a laugh about how they got those foreigners to dance with the vegetables.
But that
Another
was
big banquet.
That was one of the best lunches I've had for a long time, to be honest.
That was nice. Yeah, really, really good.
The reason why you enjoyed that meal was because it was free, you cheapskate. Why don't you try going out there on your own and ordering some food at a restaurant? Oh, that's right, you can't speak Chinese.
You know this, Dad.
Did you know
What's that?
swastika is not a bad, it's not always a bad symbol.
Oh, really?
It's a religious symbol. Swastikas are used in a lot of religion. It's something about the circle, you know, it's like a flowing thing. You know, it's like a yin and yang sort of
okay.
symbol, but it's not all bad. I mean, obviously, in certain connotations, it's very bad.
Right.
The swastika. I am so glad you put that little clip in there though, because it just proves that this self-proclaimed China expert has absolutely no idea about Chinese history, Chinese culture, the history of religion in China. Doesn't even know that a swastika is a Buddhist symbol for peace.
If you've ever been to Xi'an, or if you'd like to go, because these kinds of places, this is in, you know, a district that if you do visit Xi'an, you might even not get to go to, because it's kind of in a rural area. So that's why we're trying to bring rural China to you.
People will not be able to go to this particular place, and you're showing us this very particular place because you are shilling hard for the CCP. No normal person would ever end up in a place like this, filming and walking around. This would never happen. How many videos do you see about China? Do you see just normal people vlogging in China and ending up at a place like this? I don't think so.
You can sit on your sofas, you don't even have to have ever been to China, but you can, you know, live it through our screens. So how about that?
So this part is interesting. He says you should watch his videos so you can get a taste of China, but then he sometimes talks about how you can't really talk about China and you don't really know China unless you go there. So what's he talking about really? Is he saying that the people who watch his videos will see the real China, yet they've never been to China? I don't know.
So please do drop a like on the video. Thank you very much. And let's see what we get up to this afternoon, because it's all a bit
nefarious.
To be honest, I just go about it and I just take it as it comes. I never really know what's going on.
Obviously, you don't know.
You just have to roll with the punches here in China.
Roll with the punches? Okay, Oliver, let's see if you can roll with the punches.
Just embrace every experience and just random.
Anyway, guys, these are the Barretts, and there's a couple of other Shills in there. Who cares? The fact of the matter is that they were doing this paid propaganda for the Chinese government, and they're still in denial about this. Okay? Just ask yourself this question. How many China vloggers go and do these sorts of things? Who actually goes to a farm and talks about the Chinese government and what a great job they're doing of feeding their people? Nobody does this. Do you ever see any video like this from any other vlogger in any other country going around and talking about how great the government is there? I don't think so. It's very, very rare, and it's very, very much a China vlogger thing. Especially a China vlogger who's got direct links to the Chinese Communist Party, okay? Now, maybe there's nothing wrong with what they're doing if they admit what they're doing. If they truly support the Chinese government, then that's fine, they can do that. But the fact is they constantly deny their involvement with the CCP, and they always make videos to try and backtrack anything that they've said about this. So anyway, these guys are obvious shills. They're constantly shilling for the CCP, and I really just can't believe that they've got such a big audience and they get so many views. Well, anyway, that's another video from me, the nefarious YGZ. Hope you guys are doing well, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Until then, see you around. Bye now.
The government is behind YouTubers at the moment here in China, and they are protecting foreign YouTubers.
propaganda piece by the government.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eat our sansa. Ooh.
I have been so fucking frustrated because
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eat our sansa. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
that's a pretty impressive feat.
Eat our sansa. Ooh, 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 ooh.
And there she comes.
Eat our sansa. Ooh, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Some sort of nefarious thing.
Pretty simple one to remember, isn't it?
Give me a little fucking break.
You know, when I first went to China, I was a golfer.
It just seems ridiculous.
Being paid by and working for the Chinese government to make positive videos about China. That's just absolutely true.
Gweilo, when he opens his mouth, I just can't stop thinking,
Because there's nothing wrong with it. That's all bullshit. That's all contrived. That's a conspiracy.
You know, he complains that people attack him and his family. Well, wake up, Serpent. We make videos about China. We get death threats daily on our channels, standing up for truth. So you complaining about people, you know, coming onto your channel and show hate towards your rhetoric, that's your own goddamn fault, you clown.
Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break.
If you like this video of us eating whatever we want, going wherever we want, drinking profusely amounts of alcohol. Yes, I'm just pinned.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up, Gweilo.
Gweilo 60's kind of a fool. You think that every swastika is a bad swastika? Swastikas in a lot of religions are used in a positive way. It's like a good luck
I
thing.
looked at that, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
and then I've just been educated.
I'm not showing the Chinese government in my videos.
Taiwan isn't its own country, nor is the ROC the government of China. Taiwan is part of China, and there can only be one top-level government in China. There already is only one top-level government in China, the People's Republic of China.